special than usual. We are going to visit one of open player versus player areas known as Wintergrasp. The difference between Wintergrasp and regular World of Warcraft battleground is that players can enter or exit Wintergrasp at any time, as it is simply one of the regions in open world of Azeroth. As a consequence, very often there is a significant difference in numbers between combatants of each warring faction, and result of each battle is much less predictable. Also, because of the fact that you are in constant danger of being attacked by other people, there are no permanent settlements here, sanctuaries, or trading hubs. Notably, all quests you can find here will be more or less related to player versus player combat. Okay, let's talk a little bit about lore of this place. Following the quotes from Bronzebeard, overlooking the frozen plains of the great Dragonblight and the inhospitable wastes of Borean tundra, lies a region known to the denizens of Northrend as Wintergrasp. Seated atop a high plateau, Wintergrasp has remained undisturbed for ages. Its icy winds howling unheard among the ancient Titan fortifications that dot the landscape. An abundance of elemental materials Wintergrasp's keep. One can only marvel at the thought of what treasures may be waiting there. Wintergrasp is a large zone located between the Skolasar Basin, Borean Tundra, Dragonblight, and Ice Crown. It appeared in the second World of Warcraft expansion as the first non-battleground zone fully dedicated to world PvP. It focuses on siege weapon warfare. Wintergrasp Fortress is located in Wintergrasp on the northern continent. It was built along with the surrounding structures by the Titans tens of thousands of years ago to help the Watchers they left behind defend the vault of Archavon beneath it. Beyond that, very little is known about the early years of the fortress and the vault, or what they were intended to hold. The fortress first appeared in-game during the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, when the Horde and Alliance discovered Wintergrasp was an abundant source of elemental materials. It didn't take them long to also discover the vault of Archamon and begin speculating what treasures it may hold. This kicked off a constant power struggle in Wintergrasp, with the two factions fighting for control of the fortress. While the material abundance really existed, the treasures of the vault turned out to be nothing more than speculation. Heroes who entered the vault instead found the various elemental watchers who were sworn to defend it, even though it's been many years since the war against the Lich King on Northrend. The Horde and Alliance can still be found fighting over Wintergrasp. The Wintergrasp zone is about the size of Westfall and can be reached via portals from Dalaran. Also, it can be reached on foot, but the most convenient method is simply to fly into the zone. Wintergrasp was once the location of a vast lake known as Lake Wintergrasp. The lake has shrunk since then, leaving the basin open to exploration. Wintergrasp contains a valuable mine, ownership of which is contested by the Horde and Alliance in order to reap its reaches. Lake Wintergrasp was a large frozen lake covered in ice several feet deep. Below the ice, churning water rushed. Sometimes the local Tauren and Daunka would cut holes in the ice to spear fish, but if one fell in, the water would instantly freeze them. Iceground River fed it from the north, which tended to be frozen on top also. The lake sat midway up and just west of the Dragonblight proper. It was unknown if the lake had always been frozen, but it probably was, since Iceground Glacier is right above it. The surface was frozen solid, and one could walk across it, and could even drag a small cart if it was not too full. Yet, beneath that sheet of ice, the water flowed, so cold it could suck the heat from a person's It resembles a massive humanoid statue and has a nondescript face, completely emotionless. It raises its arms to strike with stony fists. A stone watcher is over 15 feet tall and weighed more than 6 tons. The stone that makes up the watcher's body is unnatural, and no stone like it exists on Azeroth, except in the construction of these constructs and the related stone keepers. This creation is incredibly swift. It relies on time magic to move with devastating purpose, much like the enigmatic black iron golems. There is a similarity in the apparent design of these constructs. Most stone watchers lurk over ancient ruins, guarding entrances to long-lost holds and crumbled stone constructions of immense size. The constructs are obviously guardians of some sort, left to watch over long-abandoned sites that once probably held great significance. These creatures sometimes guard ancient roads or remote wilderness areas, waiting for intruders to attempt to pass. Stone watchers served as guardians of the Titan's property, while stone keepers often served as companions. These relics of an ancient race can still prove deadly, and the final menace to the unwary. A stone watcher exists in a bubble of time that is slightly out of phase with the normal world. The effect is similar to a haste spell, but the effect cannot be dispelled. The spell makes the stone watcher appear to be moving faster than its normal speed. Finally, a stone watcher is able to make even larger shifts through time and seemingly move from one place to another almost instantly. Time seems to cease for everyone but the stone watcher when this ability is used. The stone watcher cannot interact with the material world while it is a stone watcher's energy reserves must recharge, and it cannot make another shift for a while. The secrets of constructing a stone watcher were lost long ago with the Titans. Today, those who have located and studied stone watchers attempt to duplicate the stone watcher's superior techniques, but invariably fall short. Anyone wishing to construct a stone watcher only succeeds in creating a stone golem instead. Okay, so that's all about the Wintergrasp and Vault of Arcavan. The many different open world PvP areas in Azeroth, similar to Wintergrasp. Today we covered the first of them. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.